Bank Field, rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's McKinnon. He's at the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them early, see if it...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence sets up to throw it. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And some room. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On third down, here's Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Jags grab it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Lawrence will throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. After right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Hey, rock it.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just not legal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jags have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. And
that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards.
Let's go now.
On first down, Hurts. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Zay Jones, touchdown. Zay Jones, 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
79 Broncos, 19 right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He completes this to Sutton. This effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking outside him, he's got him in. That's McKinney. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Lawrence going to keep it again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man, and again it's Sutton. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Screen play set up for Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
760. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
There's still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have the Jaguars' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jamal Agnew from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.